How long can you stare at yourself just to see? Stare at yourself. I can't see me. I can see the red that's letting me know the recorder is on, but I can't see me unless I put my glasses on. They're right there in front of me right now. I just take my right hand and grab them. What is it? What can you see? What can you see? What do it feel like? Talking to yourself or talking to what the Most High created. Remember, inside the text, your heart is wicked, your flesh is contaminated. Your flesh is contaminated and your heart is wicked. You know why I don't follow that? I don't care if I don't care if Jesus come down right now and hand me the book. You know why I don't follow that? Listen, that's what was told to my grandparents. You see, they were wicked beings. They were wicked. You see, people that looked like me, they were wicked. You see, their skin is a sin. You see, I don't subscribe to a lot of things that's written in the text. You see, I pull out things that's common to nature that's inside the text. That's what I read. That's what I study. You see, all that other stuff, when it comes to what the Most High created, I don't touch it. You see, I mean, I couldn't even, it'd be hard for me knowing what I know about where I come from. It'd be hard for me to just say that my flesh is wicked and my heart is wicked. You see, and everything about me is contaminated. And I know that these are the things that was told to my grandparents. It's just hard for me. I can't accept that. It must be something out here that's promoting that, you see, that's promoting that. It's hard for me to take the fullness or the wholeness of the book, you see, and say this is the Most High. And I'm living, and when I, good or bad, when I come out into the world, I see its majesty. I see its magnificence. I see its splendor. I see that no matter how much man try, you see, he can't emulate what has been on remote for billions of years. You see, he's just an infant. You see, I can't subscribe to those things. I have to look at myself and study and know, and then look at my reflections out here in the world, good or bad. You see, righteousness or the people's abomination. You see, whatever it is. Abomination only means that you don't have a stem. You're just down there in the root, you see, where all the parasites are and things like that, you see. Did you know you can grab on to Well, you won't know what type of seed it is, but you can grab on to a root. And sometimes if you hold on to it, its skin will cover you and bring you inside of its tunnels and shoot you up, you see, inside of the stem, you see, and bring you out, you see, push you out, you see, from the center of however it sprouted, you see. How small do you have to be? You see, how small do you have to be? Listen, I don't want the people to think that I'm taking them from their studies, or I'm trying to mock the things that they have learned in the studies. I keep telling you, you see, learn your book, because it will help with your articulation and your communication out here in the world. It'll help you. I'm just saying, don't lose you. Don't put yourself inside of this robotic mind state or this matrix, or you knowing what a matrix is, but your actions, you see, your actions are up it, you see, especially when you don't know what common sense is, you see. This is when you have to study the mind state of the heathen. You see, what type of mind did the heathen have? How close are the heathens to the apes? You see, or the jackals? You see, always remember they were twins, and they were sucking on the nipples of a jackal. Remember that. These bodies control the world right now, and you are up under that jackal, you see, with a book that you call holy. Imagine if the holy book was you, and your parents taught you how to read you through their authority, you see, and discipline. They taught you discipline, they taught you obedience, you see, and you instituted that inside of your own government, inside of this right here, you see. What if that was a possible thing? You see, what if that was actually something that you can live and prosper by, you see? Because when I hear people say that if you're not reading the text, you're not reading of God, you see, they express the word G-O-D real strong. And listen. And at first I was like, why are they doing that? But at the same time, it was creeping on me. This is, you know, let the people have their G-O-D, you see, their G-O-D, you see. It's either a double O or U, in between a 7 and a 4, you see, or the G and the D, you see. I can't, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to separate myself, separate what the Most High created in its blueprint. I don't care if I was born with the height of iniquities, you see, and it was bringing me all type of pain. I'm not going to leave creation. I can't leave what the Most High created, you see. I just have to learn its components and be obedient and be disciplined to its opponents, because when that come, you see, something inside of you will submit, and you will be able to give orders to each and everything, or each and every sense that you have inside of your being. I don't mean no harm when I'm talking. I'm just trying to live. There's things out here that people can't see and that people don't know, you see. People can't see, they don't know, You see, things have actually came down and in front of the people. But when you're reading something about some of these beings, or however it may be, when you're reading about it, they put it in the fairy tale or some type of Hollywood type of setting, or poetic setting or something, you see. Something like what Shakespeare would probably write, you see. And they will put it in that setting. So when you listen to it, you see, it'll molest you. You see, it'll molest you. You see, because it's smooth, it's beautiful words, and because you learned all these things in their institutions. You see, no, they're revised institutions now. Mind you, they're revised institutions. We're the ones who have the universities and the higher learnings, you see, and then they came in and did their own thing and burned all type of books and things that we had, you see. But they didn't extinguish us. Our soul still reign, you see, inside, you see. Inside of the mind of the Creator, if you allow it. I'm just talking to you. Have you ever just talked to you and just looked at yourself and just stared at yourself? You see? I came a long way. I really didn't touch anything in the world. You see, only thing I was moving in is the things that was programmed in me from the two that I came from. I was inside of that, you see. Sometimes those are the things that hurt you. And those are the things you be fighting because your natural self, you see, your natural self, you see, wants to be free. Wants to be free. But when you're dealing with generations, you have to do something else. You have to do something else. You have to multiply yourself. You see, you really do. You have to multiply yourself, you see. And then see how the see that equation of that, you see. And then take that equation and then try to go backwards with it. And when you're going backwards with it, from going the other way with it or left to right, however it may be, only thing you have to do is just twist them like this. You know what I'm saying? Just twist the whole bar. Yeah, twist the whole bar of your comprehension. When you twist that whole bar, you will have like a braid, and then just from, I guess, the right side, you just bind it together like this. You see, bind it together like this. And inside of your mind, take what you just did and put it right behind your navel. You see, put it right behind your navel. And don't think about it no more. Because you knew where it's supposed to be. So don't think about it no more. I'm sorry, y'all. Something is about to happen. Something is coming. It's going to be good and magnificent for others. And it's going to be real bad for some, or vice versa. But I think it's, it depends on what you have studied out here in the world and what you didn't put inside of your system, you see. Because a lot of people, with all their understanding, with all of your understanding, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. It's something you're just going to be hurt. Because all the things and all the upliftment and all the other things of the invisible that you have, that you put upon yourself in your studies, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be just like you will see that person standing in front of a store and asking for 50 cents. And you shunned him. Get a job, bum. See, it's going to be like that. It's going to be similar to that. But it's going to be fiery. I wish you all had the ability to tap into yourself and know that God dwells in you. I had to strain that out. You have to know this. You see, know that the book is on the outside, but know that you didn't come from heathens. You see, know that you have the whole print, the whole blueprint written inside of you. Because you, listen, without that, you will not be able to see what's coming or see what's actually here on the planet now. You won't be able to see it. You're programmed to try to harm it or try to kill it. You see? That's why some of these beings haven't been moving. That's why you can't see them now. Because you're programmed inside of these things. You see? And when they come or put on their natural clothing, you see? You're going to believe that you didn't, all these years you didn't study and this and that. All that ain't gonna make no difference to whatever allows the grass to grow. You see, to feed the grass. You see? It's not gonna make a difference. You see, because in nature you have a negative and a positive and they work together. You see, man said negative is of the devil. Positive is of God, you see. So, if I'm positive as a male, that means my mother or my wife is negative. So when I hear negative and then I see that N-E-G in there, you see, I look at my birth certificate and I see Negro on the motherfucker. You see, and then, Negro, neg, Can you imagine? I hate negative people. Oh, I don't like negative energy and all this other type of stuff. But you love black. You call yourself black. When I was growing up and I used to fuck with cars and things, the negative core was black. I'm just saying, just try to live the way the Most High, or try to live with everything that came from the womb. You see, you didn't come out the womb dumb, or you didn't come out the womb with nothing. You see, you came out the womb with your father's data and your mother's data, your grandparents' data. You came out the womb with that. You see, it depends on the two that you came from on how certain things going to work, unless someone grabs you on the outside and see that you have certain amount of potential and they can help to put you in order, give you some type of regimen that you can do every day to develop your obedience and develop your discipline, you see. So you can function out here in the world. But if not, try to do it by yourself and remember the laws of yourself and just match them up with what the Most High created. You will see that you are part of all of this. You see, you're a part of all of it. It's only going to be a few. And all these people are going to be looking inside of their text. They're going to be looking down, reading, trying to find out what's going on, but you won't find it because it's going to be right in front of you and you won't see it. You see, the only eyes that's going to see it, well, everybody will see it, but it'll be your enemy that you see. But then they're going to be those that see it the way the child will see them. That child is going to, you know, sometimes when child see something that's close to from where they came from, they giggle, they laugh, and you know, dad, you know, mama, you know, you be like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, but that was beautiful, though, you know. However it may be, you see, the kids will call you dad right in front of somebody, right in front of his dad. He'll call you dad. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, mama, you know, you say that shit. The child would.